We're finally to the third Harry Potter book versus movie. And since we're doing Prisoner of Azkaban, I have Sirius Black Swan that someone gave me. So, so I'm going to hit some of them and hopefully go into more detail. Okay, so the Marauders map, the map that Fred and George give Harry, is not explained that much in the the movie. In the book, it goes into a lot of detail. In the movie, not really. So, the Marauders map, it has the four names. I don't even know if the book, or I don't even know if the movie mentions the name, but Padfoot, Wormtail, Moony, and Prawns. Those four, and those four are Wormtail, Sirius, James, and Lupin. He's okay. Those are they are the four. They made the map. They used it a lot. But yeah, it's never really explained their nicknames, and then later on, I think in one of the other movies, they use a nickname and it's like it didn't make sense because it wasn't explained. And in the scene when they're in the shrieking shack at the end with Sirius and when they figure everything out in the movie, there's so much longer in the book. Like they're in that shack. They're in the shrieking shack for a very long time. Yeah, that is not explained well. They made the map. That's why Lupin knows how to use it. Um, in the book, it's also slightly different of how they figure out Wormtail's alive because I think in the movie, Harry sees it and says it to Lupin. He's like, I don't know how you can see it. In this one, in the book, Lupin's just looking at the map and he sees on the map that with the three of them, it also has Wormtail on it. So he just notices it. Harry doesn't. Okay, that's one of the differences. And I think there's more, but I'm hitting like big key ones that I feel like actually affects the book. So this one doesn't as much, but the monster book, Ron or Harry gets it in the movie. He has it at the inn, and that's when he like opens it and he captures it and everything. So the capturing does happen in the book, but that actually happens in Privet Drive. Like he gets it on his birthday. Hmm. Okay. Another thing that's different from book versus the movie. So, um, Harry riding Buckbeak. So this happens in both the book and the movie. And in both the book and the movie, he starts out like not really wanting to do it, uneasy to do it. In the but in the movie, like when it ends, you see him riding and he's like, yeah, does not happen. In the book, it was not good. He didn't like riding Buckbeak. Okay. Another thing about the James, Sirius, Lupin, and Wormtail is or Peter Pettigrew. Um, they were animagus, or Lupin's a werewolf, but the other three are animagus, and they were secretly animagus. They they did this to help Lupin because he always had a hard time when he was a werewolf. He couldn't be around humans. So they taught themselves illegally how to do it, how to turn into an Amagus, and became the Amagus. That's why Prongs was James, because he would turn into a um his the deer. I know they have a different name for the deer. I'll probably think of it later. So Padfoot was serious because he would turn into the giant dog, and Wormtail was Peter Pettigrew was Wormtail because he was a rat. But yeah, so that's why they learned how to be animaguses. So, um, yeah, so those are some of the differences. Another one that, so in Harry Potter, the third one, you see them play Quidditch, which that's just something the book doesn't do. They like kind of they don't focus on Quidditch like at all. But Oliver Wood always really wants to win the cup at the end, and the Slytherins have won it for I think 7 years in a row. Okay. In the end, in this book, the Gryffindors win at the end the cup. So the whole thing of Harry falling off the broom and everything and losing and the broom breaking, that all happens. I also want to say when he gets the firebolt, he gets it taken for a very long time because they're worried maybe Sirius gave it to him and there's a jinx on it. So, and that was a whole fight with Harry, Ron, and Hermione because Hermione is the one who goes to McGonagall and tells her, and that McGonagall takes it to get all of the tests done and everything. So, they're very mad at her for a chunk of time, which is not shown. It's also not shown that Hermione helps Hagrid a lot with his case and trying to save Buckbeak from um, and they fail, and then Hermione, Ron, and Harry they become friends again, like they make up, and they decide that they're gonna help. Ron's like, I'm gonna help Hagrid with the appeal to go over the case again because like they lost, but they can appeal it. I think that's the word. And he's like, I'll help you, Hermione, this time. You won't be doing it alone. But they don't even take the appeal. Like at the appeal, they bring the one who's going to get rid of Buckbeak. So all that happens. But anyways, but that's why it starts that they are not talking to Hermione. Anyways, that was a long rant. So so the Quidditch game where he falls off does happen, but it never shows the final Quidditch match, which I think is against Slytherin again, because they're the two highest. How does it work? Yeah, the last one's against the Slytherins. Right? Okay. Anyways, so they win. One other thing about the Quidditch. So, and this does relate to the thing. So, when you catch the snitch, that's 150 points, and it means the end of the game. That does not mean whoever catches the snitch wins, because if you are losing by 160 points when they catch it, you'll still be losing by 10 points. Not explained in the movies. Like, I feel like the point system's just not explained at all in the movies. But anyways, so Harry has to listen to the speaker to figure out how many points they're winning by, because you can't catch the snitch until they're winning by a certain amount of points so that they win the cup at the end. And so after he listens, they finally get to, I think they have to be winning by 60, or maybe it's even 50. And he can catch the snitch then and them actually win the cup. And they do win the cup. So Oliver Wood is in the final. It does get to win the cup once while he is playing Quidditch. Yeah, so those are some of the differences between book and movie. Those are like bigger ones. Another one is when when they're in the hospital and Dumbledore, a lot of people end up going to the hospital and they're all discussing all the matters with Sirius Black and the students and everything going on. So, a lot more teachers are there and everything. They leave. When Dumbledore tells like Hermione they should go back the 3 hours and everything, she so when they go back, so like Ron doesn't go with them because his leg's broken in the movie. In the book, his leg is broken, but he's also um like not awake. He's passed out. Um so like the whole wait, where did you guys go? And him being confused doesn't happen. Also, want to say Hermione punching Draco, one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Um, One that happens a lot earlier, and she doesn't actually punch him, she slaps him. But yeah, I just want to say one of the scenes, but it's actually not in the book, which is fine. I still like that she slaps him in the book. So all of those things happen differently. I know there's more, but those are kind of key ones or just my favorite ones. I'm trying to think if there's any other key things that are different between the book and the movie. Um, oh, I'm pretty sure Hermione, whenever Harry gets rid of the um all the Dementors coming at them at the end when they're on the lake, it's Sirius and Harry on the lake. I'm pretty sure in the book Hermione's with them on the lake. I'm pretty sure she's on the lake. Anyways, so those are some of the similarity or some of the differences between the book and the movie. There are probably more, but those are like the main ones. It really bothers me about the Marauders map and explaining how the four were made and Magus's and all of that. Like I feel like they should have at least explained some of it. It's kind of out there that they don't explain any of it. But yeah, those are some of the differences between the book versus the movie of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. If you have others that you like or others that you wish I would have mentioned, please comment down below. Let me know. If you've made it this far into the video, please like and subscribe for more videos.